Alright, we're going to look at Anna's butterfly. Good start there. Make sure we're a tight streamline. And the one thing that you do good is you get your hips up, and that's extremely, extremely good. What I like to see is you just be a little bit more relaxed with those arms. It's almost like you're bringing the arms up just a little high and the hands just a little high as they come around. And what's going to happen with that is the tendency is if I have to do that with my arms, my hips are going to sink, and you can kind of see that just a little bit there. So try to keep the head more in line with the body. As you can see there, when you breathe, you're coming way high with the breathing, and now my hips and everything else is more underneath me, and now it's going to make it more difficult for me to get a more smooth, efficient, strong butterfly because my arms are going to have to do all the work. So that's something I'd like you to look at. The other thing is you can see you're looking at the deck. Remember, you want to just barely push that chin forward and more look down at an angle with the head. I like the power of the kick. Make sure we're trying to get that second kick in there. And just don't bury the head too much. As you can see, I'm kind of bringing that head down, and as I bring the head down, your chin's almost coming into your neck probably, would be my guess, because you can see how low you're going in the water. Now I got to come back up. And you don't want the stroke to become more of an up-down stroke. You want it to be a free-flowing, more of a smooth, elongated, wave-type stroke. And the key right now is, as you come up to breathe, you can see everything is underwater, and that's gonna, and you get into more of a longer 200 fly stroke. That's gonna catch up to you pretty quickly because you're gonna get really tired really quick. But overall, great job, and keep up the good work. Okay, we're going to look at Anna's butterfly below. And one thing that you need to focus on is the head position. You can see you need to keep that head in line with the body, but you can see you're dipping the chin really far into the neck. And what's happening is that it's kind of having your hips are sinking just a little bit with that. You want to keep the head more in line, and when we go to breathe, we just kind of push the chin up. The other thing is you're doing a lot of knee kick, not as much hip kick, and so now my fly becomes a much more up and down fly rather than a more smooth fly. Smooth fly means that I'm doing more of a wave motion, that I'm constantly moving forward, I'm constantly leaning into the next stroke, and I think that's one thing that you've been able to adjust this week. The other thing is, look how high you're having to come out to breathe. Remember, we just want to push that chin forward, just move the chin barely up above the top of the water, and then that way my body can still rotate forward instead of coming straight up. Because when I come straight up, look where my here, I'll rotate it here. Look at the rest of my body. It's way underneath the water. So now my arms really have to compensate for that. They really have to throw forward. They really have to throw forward as deep as possible to get my body back up. And I think that's something that's going to help you immensely. So as you can see here, here's a good position kind of for your head to stay in line with your body, but that is not what you want. You don't want to have that head so far down that it's then affecting the body position. So pretty easy fix. Just be a little bit more smooth with those arms out to the side. Don't be up and over. And great job.